Good Friday afternoon, everyone. Come on in. Let's see if I've gone live yet. There's usually like a 30-second delay. So let's see if I can get it going. I hope everybody is ready for the weekend. Let's see, is it gonna... It's showing me live. Hi, Beverly. How are you doing? Or Bev. I got to remember that. It says Beverly, so it throws me off. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jean. Welcome, you guys. Come on in. I've got one of my parfaits that I'm going to do. It's just going to be one of my shorter demonstrations. This one is... I just like it because it's different. It's not the same old, So come on in, invite a friend. If you've got someone, gather around for a little afternoon break. It is 4 p.m. here in central USA. And let's get started. Now, when I am doing these, I don't have anyone with me to read any comments, so I'm not able to comment back to you. I just like to let you know that up front. The set that I'm going to be using today is the Joyful Holly. And it is absolutely a gorgeous little two-step stamp set. And I have kind of changed it up. I'm going to do a different play on colors. Instead of just the red and green like you would normally think of holly, I'm going to do some blues and red. So I have picked Seaside Spray, Misty Moonlight, and Real Red for the color combination. And I think that they go very nicely together and still give kind of a winter theme just without being in the quote-unquote Christmas green and red. So this is a photopolymer stamp set. And today I have been getting some requests on the Stamparatus. So I'm going to show you how to do this, especially if you're making Christmas cards in bulk. A Stamparatus is an absolutely wonderful tool. So if you haven't seen it, it's a stamp positioning tool. It's got a couple of really high-powered magnets that you can store right on the back here. It's just magnetized. What I have done, because these things, because they're so high-powered of magnets, they are brittle and they can break if they snap together. So I have actually stuck quite a bit of duct tape on here. One, it helps me peel it off instead of having to get my nail underneath of there to peel them off. But two, if they do come together, and it is still, I'm going to use just the edges because then I can pull it off. If they go flat together, it's really hard to get them off. So you need something to keep it that way, to keep it so that you can get them apart. See, they're wanting to pull. It has two plates. They do have a grid. And since I am using a photopolymer, one of our clear stamps, I am going to use, now it comes with a foam mat, and you can get some grid sheets for this, but they also have this deluxe grid mat, and I love it. So it's it's got a hard surface on here, and it gives you that grid. Now, I know that there are different ways of people, and I know that there's other positioning tools. I'm going to show you the way that I think works the best for me. So because these are walk down, meaning you can lay your image and then walk it down, like say you had something that said hello and you just wanted hello all down the side, you can walk them down with this. It does have a higher ridge. So when I am doing my projects, I don't stick it right into the corner because then it's harder to get there to press. And I know some people do, and some people really like that. I'm just going to show you what I do. So I'm going to be using both plates today. I will say this, when you store it, you can only store one plate down. You have to take the other one out. We do have a storage case. You cannot store them with both down. This is what happens. And if you push, they'll break. We do have replacement ones, but let's not break them, right? So this gives you 4 surfaces that you can use, because you can stamp it in one and then you can turn it around and flip it and have the other image, ink it up and stamp it down also. So it is pretty deluxe, I would say. I'm going to show you, oh, that just stuck to my lamp. That's what you just heard. So I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White. What I usually do is I look for the Stampin' Up! Emblem, and I usually use that as my corner opposed to going into this corner. So I'm going to line this up here like so. And if it moves, it's okay. You can put it into position. And then I'm going to grab the image that I want. And I want this big holly image. And I'm just going to put this on my project where I want to stamp it. And I think I want it this way, just a little bit more, maybe in just a little. So like that, so that the flourish part goes up, and then I'm going to press down. Now this is the outside line of it. And I am going to move this up now that I know that's there. I'm going to take the Misty Moonlight. Now this is resting against my markers, actually. My little workspace isn't all that great big. And I'm going to ink it up. And I'm going to just stand a minute because I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Yeah, it looks like you can. So I'm just going to ink it up in Full Strength Misty Moonlight. And I'm not going to press everywhere. I'm just going to press part of the way, which it actually left a really good image. So I guess I'll just make sure it all comes in. But one thing that's really great about this is that when you get a partial image, then you are able to go back down. And that's what's really awesome, so that you can get that full image. And then I'm going to take, let's see, it's this one. I'm going to match this up and set it right over where I want it to ink. And don't worry if it's not perfect, because that's what hand stamped is. Okay, I'm going to pull that up. And then I'm going to take the Seaside Spray. There we go. And ink up my image. The other thing, if you don't like how it lays down, you can put your stamp set underneath of there just to hold it up. And come back. And this time I'm going to do partial. So see, I didn't ink it all. It's very easy to come right back with your ink pad. We've all had that where we've inked something where we're like, oh, I wish that would have been darker. That's what this tool is for. Perfect, right? I love how this gives the little lines in it. I think that's awesome. Okay. So that's kind of a quick little demonstration on the Stamparatus. Now you can, what did I just tell you guys not to do? Don't let them get together. And what did I do? This is what I mean. They're really hard. You need something that you can pull it apart. Okay, one over there and one over there. I am going to just set this aside for now, because that's all I was going to use to show you on this. And you can use this little image for the holly berry, which gives a little highlight in it. So I think that's really cute. And I'm going to use the Real Red. But the reason I'm not doing the Stamparatus is I like the control of putting it exactly where I want it. And there's more than one area. So I'd have to do all of my cards in a row this way and then all my cards that way. Since there's only this one stamp, it's just easy enough. Plus, I think I'm lighter on pressure this way than I am with the Stamparatus. So Let me just kind of put that in. Isn't it awesome? There we go. And see, what I like is it has the little highlights on the berries. So cute. Okay. Then while I'm here, I'm going to pull back the Misty Moonlight. Let's just do all the Stampin' at once. And I have a piece of scrap Whisper White. And I'm just using the sentiment in the set, may your season be merry and bright. I'm going to ink that up. When the colors dry, they do lighten, which is nice. And then just for fast and quick, I'm going to use the 1.5 circle punch. I'm going to line this up. This one's kind of tight, so you got to look at it. I like the circles because it doesn't matter if you stamped it straight, it's going to come out straight whenever I twist it around. And then I'm going to use the 2-inch circle punch, and I am going to throw in some of our glimmer paper. This is the Balmy Blue glimmer paper, but it works perfectly for this project. So let's take a piece of this out and let's cut or punch out with the 2-inch circle punch. A piece there. Now, I've had a couple of questions on how do you get stuff to stick to the glimmer paper. First of all, by the way, our new glimmer paper, you don't lose any glitter anywhere, so you're not having it all over the place. But my best answer to that is liquid glue, multi-purpose liquid glue. This is our Tombow. I've seen people do glue dots, but if you put this on, and I'm going to center this here, gives you a minute to move it around and it sticks. You just got to give it a minute to stick. Well, having trouble getting that centered. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. For the card base, I have a 8.5 by 11, cut it 4 1/4, and I'm just going to fold that in half to make my card base. And then I have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Misty Moonlight that I'm going to use to mat this. So this just gives a little 1/8 inch border on here. Okay, now this is really kind of a fun thing because it doesn't matter how you can do this way, you can do this way, you can do this way on your card. It doesn't matter how you place this on, or you could do this way. I mean, it's just fun. You can have variety, so you wouldn't have to do all the same thing for your cards. Let's glue this on. I'm always partial to the bottom right hand. I don't know why. It's just what I gravitate to, so I'm gonna go that direction on this card. Not pretty. Now, let's add some dimensionals here and pop this baby up. Okay. And I think I'm gonna go maybe a little higher here, like that. Okay. Now to finish this thing off, let's throw in some real red, and this is our double stitch satin ribbon. It's 3/8 inch. I love this. This is probably my favorite satin ribbon right now. And I'm just gonna make a little bow. Let's work it around. Did you guys fluff it up too and look at it to make sure it's even? Okay, so it's sticking. Let's make these just a hair shorter. Grab some glue dots here. Let's see where I want that. Isn't this just adorable? Like, I just think it's so cute. Ah, I love it. Perfect. What do you guys think? Let me stand up and see if I can see if anyone's messaging me. Let's see. Hi, Nicola. How's Ireland? Beautiful. Thank you so much. It is. It's absolutely gorgeous in those blues together. And even though it's the balmy with the seaside spray, it works. Our colors coordinate so well together, and I love that. For such a simple card, you can, mass produce these very quickly, actually. This is actually probably going to be some of my Christmas cards. I'm going to make a few of these to send out. I never do one card for everybody. I don't know about you guys, but I never do. I do a few of these and a few of these. I just like the variety. There's so many fun things to make, right? So, all right. So this was my Piccadilly Parfait for today. If you would like to purchase these items, you can do so on my website. Watching me right now, all you have to do is click on the Shop Now button. If you have any questions, message me. If you'd like to join my team, we'd love to have you, and I can get information to you about that. So you guys have a great weekend. Make it wonderful. I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.